Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to FS19 Ultra Realism. Can't speak. I know what you're thinking. What is this tractor? Where's the hay bales? Why is this hayfield dug up? What's going on? Well, funny thing happened on the way back from vacation. If you didn't know, I took 10 days off vacation. And I'm back now, but I don't even know what I'm doing here. My field appears to be all planted. I gotta double check though. So you see, I thought I knew where I was in my recording, and I didn't check my episodes. And it turns out I was actually done with an episode and had started a new one. And instead, I decided to finish the old one, which I had already finished, and start. Yeah, that is planted there. Okay. And then start a new episode, which I had already started. So the solution was obviously to start this episode for like the third time now. So I guess what it's going to come down to is we're just going to have to flash our way back, right? Do a good old flashback, kind of see where things came from, what all happened, and I have no idea how I'm going to edit this up, and it's probably going to get crazy. But you know, that's half the fun in it, right? At this point, it's nighttime, so I think I just need to park and go to sleep. So enjoy the little escapades here as I try to straighten all of my recordings out, and I'm sure we'll meet back in a little while here, and everything will be caught back up. So I will see you guys in just a little while. Well, I've been going back and forth about whether we should do the hay because it's ready now, or do we continue planting corn. I've got one field left, but it's going to take me a while, and just in case the weather doesn't show that it's gonna rain for a little while, but you know, things can change, and I'd hate to lose a bunch of the hay. So I think what we're gonna do, first we should probably repair this, and then we should sell it, and then I think we should get ourselves the bigger rake. Oh wait, we don't know where it's being put. Right there. Windrowers. So I think we're gonna run with this big guy. I think it's time. And we're not gonna use it for a whole lot, so we're gonna buy a used one. The other thing we're gonna do, we're switching over to hay. We need to get this guy set up. So we're going to take the duals off. Well, first we're probably going to repair it. Then we're going to customize it. We're going to go... probably with the wide wheels. Won't steer quite as crazy now, but this thing steers really well again. It's amazing how little how much the steering is affected. Oh, don't hold it. I'm actually surprised there's not hydraulics for that. There should be. I mean, right there's the hydraulic rams, unless it's considered electrical. Oh yeah. That thing is big. I forgot how big this windrower is. Let's just double check. It's probably gonna unhook, but yeah, we should repair this. Oh, it's still connected. Sweet. So now we should be all ready to go to get some of these windrows put together. We'll see how big, how big the windrows get. 'Cause this could be kind of interesting. Apparently that got turned into corn, that little patch there, which could get interesting. We'll start it up. We'll drop her down. That's cutting it way too short. I don't know why that wasn't getting picked up there, but I wonder if it's just not. Ooh, is it just not? Oh boy. This is not working as intended at all. I mean, it's getting some of it. Alright, let's see. Maybe it's just because this field is so up and down and all over the place. Let's try it on this other field over here, which is relatively flat. If the flat field works well, then we know it's just a field issue. So I feel like our windrower had trouble on another field too. This is the last cornfield, by the way. Our cereal crops are almost ready to go too. Alright, so let's get on in here. Looks like a triple path is about what we can do. Put 3 rows together. So spin it up, drop it down. Yeah, this seems to be working. So it may have to do with the way the fields are. We may have to change where our hay fields are and put them into these flatter fields. You can see there I went up the ridge there and it kind of bounced funny and didn't exactly work correctly, but now it's working again for the most part. Makes for a really big windrow. We'll see how much hay we actually need too. I mean, there could be way more bales than we actually need here. And if that's the case, we'll be able to turn some of these fields into other crops. Doesn't seem to like turns either. So I've noticed on the turns it just doesn't follow correctly. But on the straightaways, I mean, it's working. Yep, as soon as I turn, one of them seems to lift up a little bit. There, it didn't want to work at all. That front one doesn't seem to be doing anything on this side. There, now it is. Alright, well, I'll put these together and we'll bring the baler in here too. We'll see how much hay we actually get. This might get interesting. Oh, corner. Doesn't like the corner. We just need really long, straight fields. We'll fix all of our problems. Well, where did the time go? I was just looking at what I have recorded so far, and we are way over the wrapping up point for this episode. So as you can see, there's a whole lot of hay bales out there. Not so much over here because I decided to bale up a load of the small bales, which should be sitting over here somewhere. Let's see here. Yeah, there it is. It's not a super full load, but I mean, definitely some small bales. What I've figured out, pretty significant thing here, we need ourselves another tractor. And every time I load, this thing moves further forward. I don't know why. There must be a bug in it. That pile's getting really big. Anyways, yeah, we need ourselves another tractor. We need to be able to do two things at once. I really like this tractor, but we need a second one. So I think what's gonna happen here is we're gonna have to get ourselves a second tractor in the next episode. Oops. Stop pushing the weight. That way we can get back to planting, start getting stuff worked up here, because we got to get all that stuff in the ground before late spring. And so we have one more day here, and we got a lot of bales to pick up. So I will see you guys in the next episode. There we go. Where we start out probably at the shop. So I'll see you then. Till next time, as always, take it easy. And I know I said we'd probably be starting in the shop, and then I remembered we don't have to go to the shop because we can do stuff right here. I do not want that. I want large tractors. And so I really like the fast track that we have, and I thought, oh look, there's a bigger fast track. But there's no... You can only put wider tires, and it's only on the back for some reason. Because these are, what, 650s, and goes up to 710s. And the fronts are 540s, and they stay 540s. So that's not going to work, because we want to be able to put duals and stuff on it. Could go with like a Magnum. Does have a lot of horsepower. But we got tracks, which drops are really weird. We got rear twin wheels. Oh, I guess we do have narrow twin wheels. So I mean, you can do stuff like that. The crawler track though drops it down, and that's really weird. And you can upgrade it to 435, which isn't much of a difference. You know, not quite what I'm looking for. Those are just expensive as all can be. So I started thinking, well, let's just do like one level up. Like, we don't have to get crazy. I really like this tractor, but I have a feeling that the tracks are not going to work well in the dirt. So, and I don't think we need to go up to the 8R yet. So I think we're going to go up to a 7R. Because we can get it up to 385 horse, which is quite a bit when you figure this guy is 235. So it's like 150 horse more. That'll be enough to pull some decent stuff. So we're gonna have to borrow money. I didn't want to do it, but we're just gonna have to borrow money. There's our total. Got 600,000, 700,000, 750,000. We really need to start paying that back at some point here. Really do. All right, so let's go back to the 7R series. So let's see, we're gonna want the front weight configuration. Oh, you can do a front attachment point. Ooh. Front attachment might actually be more beneficial because we can stick weight on the front if we want to then. Let's see, we want to run these tires, this tire setup. Are those actually Michelin's? Oh, they are. I like that look better. Yep. We're going to do new. We're going to have the front attachment. We're going to run... we'll run the tint. No, we don't need to spend the $1,000. We are going to set it up for 385 horse. We don't need an extra screen. Do I want the front loader attachment? I don't think we need it because we're going to use the fast track for that. So, $282,000. There she be. I'm actually going to be using this one, so let's bring you over there. I don't know why that truck's sitting there. It doesn't need to be sitting there. Oh, I think I brought something there. I don't remember if it was seed or something. So we officially have 2 tractors on the property, which is a big deal. It's got pretty good turning radius, it looks like. This is definitely set up for row crop, so it'll be great for planters and stuff like that. We'll just have to see how flotation is. I want to put him on the planter here. I don't know if this is going to go on or not. Oh, it will. It seems a little front heavy. So I think we're going to put the weight on the front attachment point. So we'll lift that up. Seems much more balanced. I like that. Let's see here. I gotta look at my list. 61 still needs 61. Oh, that's that one. So that's the last one that needs corn for now. I say that because looking at how many hay bales we have out there, we can fold this up right now. I don't think we need these 2 hay fields here. We can just run off the big hay field. So I'm actually going to dig these up when I get the chance here, which I'll pick up all the bales. And then I'm going to dig these 2 fields up, and we're probably going to put corn on them, I think. And then we can choose which fields we want to chop then, basically. That's going to be the goal here. This is a new helper here. So we are going to have to determine how we want to do this. So left side first, we're going to do straight like a normal. Reverse with a curve. We're going to do a headland. Looks like I can do a smaller headland. That's nice. Allow for a pretty big turn angle. Ooh, I can do like high precision. Now we're gonna do normal precision. And everything else looks pretty good. Oh, put those things out. Interesting. Alright, so that's the headland that it's going to make, which will allow it to... Ooh, that hard turning angle is kind of nice. But it's not going to run into the trees now, which is a big deal. I shouldn't leave too much over here. I'm okay with that. Alright, so I'm gonna go start picking up bales, I guess. We'll see how many bales we end up with, and see if we can get everything planted here. I think is gonna be the goal for this episode. Get everything planted, get all the bales picked up, and get ready to go into the summer, because I think pretty quickly here we're going to start combining the cereal crops, and that means even more work. But at least we got 2 tractors now, so we can be running multiple things at once is going to be the plan. Besides the corn, you know, the field we're working on, plus these 2 hay fields that we're going to turn into corn. We still need to plant all of the soybeans. The cool part is, so we got 2 planters that'll plant soybeans, and we've got 2 tractors now. And both of them can run both planters. So just like that, we can get the planting done twice as fast now. So that's going to be a huge, huge benefit. So let's see how things go. Well, hopefully you're all caught up and everything makes somewhat of a little bit of sense here. I am rushing to try and get this done. I am so glad I have 2 tractors, to be honest, because I couldn't have done it with just 1. I'm trying to get everything planted here. Been working my way around. I'm actually putting beans on these fields, so we're gonna have a whole lot of soybeans to take off with. It's okay. I'm okay with that. Some soybeans here, here, and here. Like I said, this is the last little bit left, and it's late, and the reason I'm pushing this is it's the last day of spring, and so when it ticks over at midnight, so 2400 hours basically, it's going to start growing, and I don't want the field split. So I'm actually running both tractors basically, trying to fill in stuff. That one's better at turning because it's not, I think I went crooked a little bit. It's not articulated like this tractor is. It actually turns like a normal tractor. So I'm kind of using this guy for fill-in work and letting him do more of the field, like the full width of the field. I feel like there's a little bit right here. No, guess not. Just, you know, basically slowly working our way together to try to get this field done. I have an hour and a half of game time left, so it's going to be very close. And obviously in the dark, it's hard to see where you need to turn here. Yeah, I went over. But because this guy leaves such big headlands, it's actually easier to just run him manually like this and let the other guy work as a hired hand. working. It's working pretty well. I'm happy with it. And you can see we don't have too far to go. And if I can get this part cleared to where that tree is and the other tree up above, he won't have to worry about running into trees. And he's running with no headland right now. So he's doing the entirety of the field wherever he's working. So I don't have to go back through it all, which is going to be ideal in this situation. So it's a race against time to see what's going to happen. And I think tomorrow morning all of our cereal crops are going to become available for harvesting, which should, well, that should be interesting, to say the least. Basically, it's non-stop busyness right now. I'll meet you in the morning and see how we fared, because I know the video's not great right now when it's as dark as it is. Well, it looks like time-wise, for sure this time, not like earlier in the episode. Oh, this tractor, or the combine's still running. Well, who left that running? I was fueling it up, getting everything ready to go start harvesting. As far as that goes, I've got tractor and some wagons down here ready to go. Start here, probably go after the big field, and then we've got, you know, these two, this one, this one, this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. A whole bunch of them. The only issue is going to be, and we do have to feed animals here before we get anywhere else. The issue is going to be today's beautiful, tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and then a day of nice, and then rain, and then a couple days of nice. So we're going to struggle a little bit probably harvesting, so we're going to have to get as much done as we can while we have the ability to. But that's for another episode. What I do want to do right now is I want to sell this. I know I'm going to have to pay a fee, but I don't want to buy another tank. So let's sell our first bit of milk. $22,000. Sweet. And then I also, and I know I shouldn't be doing this, but we're going to borrow this up to 800,000 because I want to start increasing the amount of money we're making from cows. And we have the feed now, we have capabilities. I'm not worried about anything, so let's look at purchasing. How many can we purchase? So it's 200 per. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 of them? 30 more? We have 43 right now, so yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's where we wanted to go. So now I have 73 animals. We obviously gonna have to do more here. We probably should have a few more sheep on hand as well, just for making wool. Wool production is definitely doing pretty well. We've almost got 4 barrels worth here, or 4 containers worth. We're at what, 800? So almost got 4,000 liters of wool, which is pretty awesome. Question is, where is it? Over here? Yeah, it's right here. Whoop. So how much are these guys? What do we have right now? We have Muranos. Doesn't require a lot of food. Modest wool and requires a medium amount of food. Is relatively prolific and good for 25, 40 pound lambs. We want produces no wool. Modest amount. Okay, so this is the breed that's designed for wool. We're gonna go down to no money, but that should be 20 more sheep. So now we have 40 sheep. We have twice as many sheep, so we'll get wool twice as fast probably. All in good time. But as far as animals go, I mean, unfortunately my hay bales over here decided to fall over because they weren't unpackaging very well. We've got plenty of straw still. I mean, if we have to, we can always bale straw or corn bales, corn stalks again. We've got soybean straw. Honestly, soybean straw is probably what we're gonna go after, simply because I can't get through there. We have so many soybean fields nearby here. You know, we've got soybeans here. If I look at my chart, let's go over to, you know, we got soy, all right near the farm here. Whereas our closest straw, per se, is here. Or maybe here. That's quite a ways away. That's a long way to haul bales. So we're better off just getting soybean straw, which I know is not as prolific as regular straw, but that's okay. We got a big rake. We can pull everything together if we need to. So I think that's going to be our best bet, is just to get soybean straw. We've got more animals, so that means more feeding. We're going to use up the rest of the straw bales over there and some of the hay bales over there until straw's gone, I think. How much do we have left over there, by the way? So yeah, I wanted to finish up the episode, and I just keep talking and we just keep extending it. But you know what? That's okay. We're discussing stuff. Discussing things are good. We've also got a bunch of eggs we could sell too. Should probably take those in at some point here. Get some of our cash back. Okay, so we don't have much for straw left. And I think I have to mix up some more feed, so we'll use up these pretty quick. Then the rest of these bales will probably go towards sheep. I just broke my leg because I jumped from way up. Oh. Well, this bale wagon was parked in there, but apparently it is walking forwards. So I will probably just have to unload it, which is unfortunate. Either that or I have to park something in front of it so it stops pushing. Does that mean, oh, we should go check. Is that why this thing keeps moving? Is this thing slowly shifting forward? I may have looked at that previously. Is this thing walking forwards too? Doesn't look like it. I'm not sure why this moves forward every time. I don't know. But anyways, I think it's about time for us to wrap things up. How much silage we got left? We still got 100,000 units in there. We haven't used a lot of it, but we've got almost twice as many cows, so we're going to go through it faster. But yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Like I wanted to do 7 minutes ago, but that's okay. I'm going to feed the animals, get all them squared away, and then I'm going to start combining. Because we've got a lot of combining to go. So thank you guys all for watching. I know I'm saying this the second time in this episode, but I mean it this time. Thank you for watching, and until next time, as always, take it easy.